Jaya Prabhupada. Gurudev, Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari.
जय जय श्री गंधर्व के गिरिधर चैतन्य महाप्रभु
जय जय
भक्ति शिरोमणि भक्ति प्रहलाद
जय
पतित पावन श्रील प्रभुपाद की
जय
गौर प्रेमानंदी
हरे हरे
बोल। हरे कृष्ण। You are on mute, Prabhu.
Welcome you all once again for day 10 of the Bhagavad-Gita session. Today we learn about chapter 9, which is the most confidential knowledge. This is the core of the Bhakti Yoga. So here we'll learn more about different levels of devotional service and how Krishna reciprocates for different levels of service, devotional service that we do. As this is most confidential knowledge, please pay more attention and be away from any distraction. So Prabhuji will cover with more examples and stories. Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Once again, welcome to the session. The most confidential knowledge, almost Bhagavad Gita is confidential, and this is beyond that. It's more confidential. And this is the reciprocation of the Lord with the living entities. Only a devotee can realize this. So from the day one, I'm saying, the devotee who's chanting can realize certain things. Other than that, don't think we're all chanting their devotees. No. We are all just practitioners, practicing to be a devotee. But Krishna reciprocates. And what to speak of a devotee who's completely surrendered to them. So let us try to understand this transcendental knowledge by first offering our prayers to Guru and Krishna. Humble. Okay, let us chant this mantra. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshta Bhutale Srimate Jayapataga Swaminiti Namine Namacharya Pada Nitirubhavadaya Gauragata Damadaya Nagaragara Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayate Grimit Kripatamam Yeshu Gurum Dinatarinam Paramanandam Madhavam Chaitanya Ishvara. So let us offer thanks and gratitude to His divine grace, Abhaycharana Aravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. So in yesterday's chapter, 8th chapter, we saw under the acronym dead doubts that Arjuna is asking. Many questions, among 8 questions, 7 questions were answered immediately, and 1 question it takes a whole chapter. This how to remember Krishna at the time of death. And that is our examination. So the whole preparation of our life is to get through in our examination, that is death. And then attaining the supreme, the spiritual world and the material world. Krishna is saying this, just showing the difference between this both. And finally, devotion helps us. Even a yogi cannot get such an achievement in his life as a devotee gets. So devotee is the best. He said in the 7th chapter also. The 8th chapter also is saying the same thing. because he no needs to consider any material rules and regulations, because Krishna personally takes care of that devotee. And today is revealing more about that how much he's going to reveal to his devotees and how much he's going to take care of his devotees. Okay. Yes, and today we'll be discussing on knowledge, inconceivable relationship, non-worship, and glories of bhakti. As usual, we'll start with a small story. Story means don't think always it is something concocted story. No, whatever I'm saying the whole days, it's all truth. It's absolutely truth. And today the story which I'm going to say is something recently which has been happened. And such kind of stories happen every day, like in Vrindavan, Mathura, where there is a reciprocation with the Lord and the devotees. It is very natural. Only thing we are away from it. We are ignorant of it. Once we become devotees, we'll be able to understand or realize ourselves as Krishna consciousness, what is devotion. Because Krishna reciprocates accordingly. And this realization also comes to a person who surrenders, who accepts the words of the spiritual master, follows the directions. It's very simple. It's simple. But only thing you have to follow. Okay. And today's pastime is somewhere when it happened in Vrindavan. So Vrindavan, there was an ashram. And that spiritual master or sadhu or a guru was there. So he had not had much disciples. And who comes and joins the ashram, he used to stay for a few days. And that's they used to leave and go away. He had one desire that in that ashram, there were deities of Lord Sita, Rama, Lakshmana, Hanuman. And he was very fond of having darshan of Lord Ram in Ayodhya. We had this desire, fulfilled desire, like, but he's not able to leave the ashram because every day devotees are coming, he has to take care, and nobody's there to help him also. So once what happened, a boy came and he joined this ashram. He stayed, he was a little dedicated. He was hearing completely what are the instructions of his spiritual master, everything. This went on for 1 month or something. And he thought, this is the right time for me to leave and go. Or else even if he leaves, then I may not be able to go. So he said, you take care of the ashram. I'll go to Ayodhya. So in those days, it's always walking. So going to Ayodhya, coming, it takes more than 2-3 months or 4 months, something like that. I don't know. Only a walking can have that effect. So it takes a longer time. So in that way, then this boy said, my dear master, what is this? Nothing I know. I don't know how to take care of this ashram, how to take care, how to preach or many things. He said, you can do everything. I'm giving you the blessings you can do. And beyond that, if you are having some problems, you cannot do. Lord Ramachandra is here. You go and ask his help. He can help you. Oh, this boy was so confident on the words of his spiritual. Oh, is it? Then fine. Fine. Whenever I have a problem, I'll go to Ram. He might help me, no? And it's fine. So then the spiritual master, he went to for Ayodhya. Then he started serving alone in the ashram. And it was becoming very difficult because he has to go to the market, get the vegetables, grocery, everything. He has to cook. And whoever comes to the ashram, he has to preach about the Lord Ram. He has to say this Ramayana, this Pravachan, everything. Then he has to feed the prasadam. And this daily routine has to happen in ashram. And he's feeling very difficult. Going to market and coming itself is taking a huge time. And he was thinking what to do now. And he remembered, my spiritual master said, go and ask help. So he'll go and stand in front of Lord Ram. I was thinking, my master said to ask help, but whom should I ask now? He said, everyone are okay, but Hanuman is sitting silently. Let me ask the help of Hanuman. You'll go and request Hanuman. Hanuman, please come and help me. See, the innocence, the faith makes it reality. And Hanuman personally comes out of that deity. He says, yes, how can I help you? He says, please, I'm serving Lord Ramchandra. Your master I'm serving. Please help me in this. I have to get this vegetables and grocery going to the market. You please get. And one thing, make sure that you get only what is there in the list. Don't get the whole market. He says this instruction. You will send, and Lord Hanuman, it's so easy for him. He just jumps from here, goes to the market, he just purchases everything, comes back and gives. And then he started serving, he started cooking, and see, he's very newcomer. Cooking also much late for him. What is happening? By the time he cooks, all the guest has already come, all the devotees already have come, and there's no time for preaching. Nothing is saying, and he's feeding them. Feeding them and sending, it's of no use. Cooking, feeding and sending. Then where is the message of the Lord now? And he thinks, this is not good. What should I do? I should go and ask help of the Lord. He'll go to Lord Ramchandra. He'll see whom to ask now. He'll say, Lakshmana is there. Who better than Lakshmana can say about the Lord? So he'll request Lakshmana, my dear. So please, my dear Lord, please come and preach about your brother. Who can do better? Please come. He requests. Then Lakshmana also will come. He says, okay, I can help you in this way. He'll come. He'll start preaching. Just imagine something we are hearing about Lord Ramchandra, the lotus mouth of Lakshmana, how it will be. He's just sharing his realizations, how it was, how was this past time. And the crowd is just gathering more and more. It is increasing. Now for him, even cooking is becoming difficult. Then once again, he'll go back to Lord Ramchandra. Now whom to ask? He says, who can cook better than Mother Sita? So before his request, Mother Sita comes. My dear child, what should I do? No, mother, you have to help me in cooking. Why not come? So serving to Lord Ramchandra now. Everyone are gathering there. Everyone are joining the hands with this boy. So, Sita Devi is preparing. Just imagine Mother Sita is preparing and somebody having that prasadam of Mother Sita, how it will be. So now the gatheration has become more and more. When the gatheration is more, what happens? The inflow of money also becomes more. Expenditure also is obviously it is more. And income, because everyone are very much pleased. Now what was in hundreds and thousands, now it is going on lakhs. With this limited intelligence, he can do the accounts only for 2 digits or 3-4 digits. That's it. Beyond that, for him, it is impossible. No more money is coming. You don't know what to do now. But when spiritual master comes, it is his duty to give the accounts. This much has come, this much is expenditure, everything. He thinks, what to do now? Okay, let me go to Lord Ramchandra. Because he's a Kshatriya, is a king. He can do bigger accounts also. No? He takes all the ledger books. He goes to Lord Ramchandra, my dear Lord. This is your ashram, your temple, and your devotees are giving. So you have to keep the accounts. Because when my master comes, spiritual master, it is my duty to give him the account. So please take care of this lectures. He gives the lectures to Lord Ramchandra, and Lord Ramchandra is maintaining accounts business. This went on for many months. Then later part, spiritual master comes back. He sees that the whole ashram is filled with devotees. And before that, it was only 10 devotees, 5 devotees, something like that it was. Now it has been thousands. It's been filled. He comes and asks, what did you do? No, master, I'm just following your orders. Are my orders. I was not able to do my orders. What will you do? Okay, what was it? And he says, you said me that whenever there is difficulties, go and ask help with Lord Ramchandra. The same thing I did. He just says, whole thing, what all happened. And finally says, my dear master, even the accounts, whatever is coming inside, everything is maintained, and Lord Ramchandra himself is doing it. And just in spiritual master's eyes, tears were flowing like anything. I was not able to achieve this. In search of Lord Ramchandra, I went to Ayodhya. Just see the purity of my disciple. He called Lord Ramchandra here personally, and he is serving him also. This is called faith. In the orders of spiritual master, the faith on the words of the spiritual master. So, and this is day-to-day pastimes in Dham like Vrindavan, Dwarka, Ayodhya, all the places. The Lord reciprocates like this. It can be small reciprocation or big reciprocation, something, but Lord reciprocates with the devotees. So if we all need such kind of reciprocation, we have to practice. And I hope here, the existing devotees also have their experiences, which has been realized. In my life also, there was many realizations, small or big, whatever. Krishna reciprocates. Okay, let us go further. And today's confidential knowledge is that. The overview is knowledge, inconceivable relationship, non-worship, glories of God. That is king, under the acronym king. And now Krishna is saying here, he says, Raja Vidya Raja Guhyam Kavitram Idamuttamam Pratyakshavagamam Dharmyam Susukam Kartum Avyayam. The second verse, he says this. Degree of confidential knowledge. You should understand. Before that, you should understand the degree of confidential knowledge. I said in the previous, he said first thing is the confidential knowledge about the body and soul distinction. Nobody knows. Till then you come to this Bhagavad-Gita, you don't know that I am a soul. And we are so ignorant, even understanding that I am a soul. After the still we are sitting in the session, I am a soul, you'll be thinking. Just after the class, we just behave as if we are this body. Isn't it? We are so ignorant and we cannot come out of it. Only by our purification will be able to come out. Yeah, this is confidential knowledge. And more confidential knowledge of devotion. That is transcendental knowledge, the 4th chapter. It is the more confidential knowledge. So how to serve Krishna and the sambandha, the relationship. And what is most confidential? Pure devotional service and Krishna's reciprocation. The vision changes, a spiritual vision you get. You'll be able to realize, oh my God, this is Krishna reciprocating me in this way. Before that, see, Krishna reciprocates in everyone's life. That's differences are there. Sarvasachaham Riddhi Sannivishtamattasmite Jnanam. You use the knowledge, you use the intelligence and remembrance, everything. This happens in everyone's life. But that person may not be able to see that, reciprocate with the Lord. But here it's a different. Because he's having this loving service towards the Lord reciprocates in the same way, as we saw in the story of this ashram. The same way, you can see that personally Krishna is reciprocating in my life. Yeah, this is the most confidential and thing. No one else can experience this other than a devotee. That's why from the day one, I'm requesting everyone to chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and from 3rd day to offer Krishna this milk and fruit. You already, for so many days now, you already build the relationship with the Lord. He will reveal this King of knowledge, the most confidential knowledge he will reveal, because we are not envious to the Lord. Definitely it is very, see, 2 qualifications to understand this knowledge. That is Anusuyava and Shraddha. Shraddha is faith. So in the day one also was saying Shraddha Sadhu Sangha Bhajana Kriya Anartha Nivritti Nishta Ruchiya Asakti Bhava Prema. See, devotional service is a science. Please don't think it is superstitious or something. We follow some answers that they're saying we do. No, it's absolutely science. Never changes. The results will never change. Whoever does it, performs or practices it, he gets the result the same. And Shraddha is the main thing. Once we have faith on the Lord, we come and hear. That is Sadhu Sangha. Once you have Sadhu Sangha, you will have a greater knowledge, a greater faith. Now, what the faith you had on Krishna, on Bhagavad-Gita before coming to the session. Now, there is a gulf of difference. Now you have more faith on it, isn't it? Yes. So it is increasing because of Sadhu Sangha. Then once again, your increased thing, your service, it becomes more to the Lord. And once again, you get higher realization. In this way, the devotional service starts. But here, the more important thing is Anusuyava. What is that? Non-envious. Non-envious. On whom we are envious now? Envious on the Lord. No one will think, I don't have an envious on the Lord. I am very much devoted to the Lord. I am a very great devotee of Lord. I'll not have any envious towards the Lord. But we are. A simple thing to understand. If I give an example, now if somebody asks me, whose mobile is this? What will I answer? Simple answer. Even if I ask you all, what will you say? Very simple answer. It's mine. Am I right? That's it. That means you are envious of the Lord. When I say this is my mobile, how can I be envious? You know one thing? The Supreme Lord, Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, He is the creator. He is the proprietor of all the existence. Clear? And this mobile's proprietor is also Krishna. How is this? Yes, my dear Lord, the whole universe, you are the proprietor of the universe, but I am the proprietor of this mobile. I am the owner of my house. And this one belongs to, example in a pen. This pen belongs to me. The whole universe might be yours, but this pen belongs to me. I'm a competitor to the Lord now. I'm not devoted to Him. Are you able to understand? This Bhagavad-Gita knowledge helps you to overcome such kind of ego. It makes us to come to the reality. Jive Rasarupa Hoy Krishna Nityadas. Then how should I claim this mobile now? Yes, this is Krishna's, but he has given me to use in his service. This is how we have to accept. This is how our consciousness should be. This is pure consciousness. Developing such kind of a consciousness, you'll be able to see Krishna everywhere. You can see in the 10th chapter, it is a continuation. Then he used the Vibhuti Yoga. After having this knowledge, you'll be able to see Krishna everywhere. Each and every small particle, you'll be able to see Krishna. Tasting the mango, the sweetness of mango. Wow, Krishna is so taste. Anything beautiful flower, you see, oh, Krishna is so beautiful. Everything, it's Krishna's creation. You'll be able to realize that only devotees can do. Others cannot do that. Okay? Till then, we don't practice to become devotees. It's difficult to understand this. This is all transcendental. Okay. Now, king of knowledge. Now, the explanation of that verse. Raja Vidya Raja Guhyam Pavitram Idam Uttamam Pratyakshabagamam Dharmyam Susukam Kartum Avyayam. Raja Vidya, it is the king of all knowledge. It's the essence of all the Vedas. The 4 Vedas, 18 Puranas, 108 Upanishads, Itihasas, to all combined, you put one side. Bhagavad-Gita alone is sufficient. Prabhupada, that's why he says, you can find all the knowledge, whole world's knowledge is in this Bhagavad-Gita. And there is something beyond that where you cannot find anywhere else also. That is Bhagavad. It is directly coming from the Apaurishaya. Here? Yes. Rajaguhyam, most confidential secret of all secrets. And many will be thinking, how can this Bhagavad Gita knowledge be secret? If already I'm reading, already I'm hearing, and you can see sometimes even ISKCON devotees standing on the roads, they'll be selling this Bhagavad Gita, and they'll be forcing us also, please take, please take. Isn't it? This offer is there, that offer is there. How can it be secret? Secret means one more thing, it has to be covered. And this is widely opened and spread all over the world. How can it be? Krishna says, Bhaktya mama vijanati yavanyasmi tattvataha. Only till then you don't become devotee. Even you read for hundreds and millions of times, you cannot understand. Just for example, hearing my class also for hundreds of times, you cannot understand. Till then you don't practice devotional service. Simple example. For example, I'll ask you, what is the taste of sugar? Can you explain? You will say, oh, sugar, it's sweet. Then I'll ask, what is sweet? You can never in your life you can explain. You have to say, oh, take the sugar, drop on your tongue, you'll taste it. That's it. That is bhakti. That is devotion. That is Bhagavad-Gita. Till then you don't personally practice devotional service, you will not be able to understand. Clear? Yes. Now it's up to you. How much you practice devotion, how much you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, how lovingly you offer Krishna a flower, a fruit, or milk, or whatever. Yeah? Pavitram, purest knowledge. It is a pure knowledge. It is something like, what I can say, it can remove all our contamination, something like sun. Just think sun, whatever the contamination is on the ground, purifies, it sterilizes, it purifies. Then what to speak of the Supreme Lord? Isn't it? Yes. Uttamam, it is transcendental. Pratyakshabagamam dharmyam, perfection of religion. Many will say many kinds of religion. This is the perfection of religion, having connection with the Lord, having a relationship with the Lord. Clear? Yes. Susukam, another important, very joyful. Because this is my constitutional position. It is very much natural, which is coming from within my heart. Happiness never comes from outside. Please do understand this. It never comes from outside. Even a millionaire is not happy. Happiness comes from within. Clear? And within it comes because there is a presence of Lord, Paramatma. When he is pleased, Yasmin tushte jagat tushte. He is pleased, the whole universe is pleased. So when you're serving the Lord, automatically you will be joyful. You will be happy. Prabhupada gives a very wonderful example. He says, when the tree is drying, you just pour the water to all the leaves. Will it nourish? No. You have to pour the water to the roots. Once you pour the water to the roots, plant gets nourishment. Same way, the root is Krishna. And we are like leaves, serving mother, serving father, serving son, somebody, serving myself, my senses. You can never be happy till then you don't serve Krishna. Clear? And all the relationship is bodily relationship. Only one relationship that we have is Krishna. Atma's relationship with Paramatma. All other relationships are by the body. Any relationship in this world, it's all only to the body, not to the soul. Soul relationship is only with Krishna. Clear? Then Avyayam, everlasting. It is ever fresh and everlasting. Now, we'll go to the next topic because this chapter is something so in-depth and so huge. You cannot sit in one topic. You should keep on going so that at least we can be able to cover this. I said one verse takes 1 hour to explanation, and this chapter's verses, it takes even 2-3 hours to explain. So much of in-depth knowledge is there in this one word also. Here now, Krishna is an inconceivable relationship. Krishna is having relationship each and every living entity directly and indirectly also. Maya dakshena prakriti suyate sacharacharam hetunanena kaunteya jagad viparivartate. You can see this picture. So yesterday we saw Durga Devi. Who's Durga Devi? Who's the gyro of this child, that is our material world. She's taking care of all the things. With her, today that is Adivik, Adibhautik and Adhyatmik. And she's taking the orders from the Lord. That's what Krishna is saying. Maya dakshena prakriti. Maya, it's me. Maya dakshena. I am the controller of this prakriti. Yeah. See, this material nature, which is one of my energies, is working under my direction. Who's directing us? Krishna. For the devotees, directly he does it. And for non-devotees, indirectly he does it. Just is sitting as Paramatma in his, everyone's heart. Simple thing. Now I want to go to Chennai. What will I do? I'll go to which road to go. I'll on this Google, it'll show me the route. The same way, the Lord is sitting as Paramatma. He shows the route of our life. And what is the difference between a non-devotee and devotee? Non-devotee, he just acts as normal, as common to all. He says, Samoham sarvabhuteshu nad vishwastina priya is equal to all. He reciprocates as they are surrendering to him. For example, I want to go to Chennai. He'll show this is the path, right, left, right, left. I'll just keep on going. So what is the difference between a devotee? For example, I want to go to Chennai and there's a road. He says, for example, there's a right and left. It says right turn. By mistake, if I take a left turn, if I'm non-devotee, what will he do? He will allow me to go on the left-hand side. He will never stop me. And if I'm a devotee, what will happen? He will just give one little bit of punishment, or he'll give one tap on my head. What is this? You're going left, go to the right. Left is, that road is not good or something, go to the right. He guides me. Because he's taking the responsibility of mine. Father takes the responsibility of his son, but not other kids. Isn't it? Yes. Because I'm surrendering to the Lord. He is my father. Anything wrong happens, he takes the full responsibilities. Even he'll punish him and gives the right direction to him. But if you don't surrender, whatever we think, he says, yes. You wanted to, he is Upadashthanamantacha Bharta Bhokta Maheshwar. Is Tatastu Devata, no? He is just giving the permission for all our desires. When I have a desire, he says, okay, go on. But for a devotee, he guides him even on these desires. Clear? Because the independence Krishna takes, because he is surrendered to him. That is the difference between a devotee and a non-devotee. Okay, this material nature, which is one of my energies, is working under my direction. O son of Kunti, producing all moving and non-moving beings. Under its rule, this manifestation is created and annihilated again and again. This is Prakriti. Yeah. Krishna directly controls each, and that's why many times they say, without the permission of the Lord, even a blade of grass will never move. Yes, never it can even move also. Because everything goes on the permission of the Lord, on his orders. He is the controller of all. Okay? Yes. Now let us go to the next topic. Now, non-worship. Fools deride me. You can see this picture. Lord is holding the earth. He's standing on that earth. He's searching for the Lord. And finally he says, there is no God. I'm not able to see him, so there is no God. How foolishness is this? How is this earth or other planets are floating? On whose energy is it floating? How wonderfully it is working on. See the cosmos, it is so huge. And how well it has been working for millions of years. And for coming millions of years, it's working absolutely not without a change of 1 millisecond also. That is Lord's action or Lord's potency. Only fools cannot. Devotees can. See, Krishna says, Avajananti mamura manushim tanumashutha param bhavam ajananto mama bhutva maheshwaram. Fools deride me when I descend in the human form. That is our conditioning. Krishna is also an ordinary person, is coming in the form of a human, so we think that is an ordinary boy. And Krishna says only devotees can realize this. Bhaktya mama vijanati. You read other Bhagavad-Gitas. What will they explain? Sarvadharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam raja. Krishna is very crystal clearly saying, give up everything, but surrender unto me. Moksha ishyami ma shuchaha, I'll liberate you. But there are some fools who write the same Bhagavad-Gita. They say, Krishna is requesting to surrender to the Lord within Krishna. Interpretation. Something within Krishna which is unseen, unknown, is asking us to surrender to that. And many will say about Kurukshetra, Kurukshetra is our body. This is what is the explanation. And we all read that and we believe. And any conversation is going, they say, this is the meaning of this. This is how it has been explained. When I was just a young boy, small boy, I was bewildered to hear certain things, I was saying how that this person knows that the Lord is saying this is the truth. There's something else different. See, Sarvadharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam raja. It is very clear. Give up everything, surrender unto me. Manmana bhavumat bhaktam adhyaji mam namaskuru. Mam namaskuru. It's clear. But we say something indifferent than that. I was thinking, how can this person know that? When I was very young. Then when I came to ISKCON, see, this is how my life went on. Having very curious in these things, topics, reading many books and trying to understand. But nothing was, no full stop to anything. It was only a karma line. But when I came to Srila Prabhupada books, it was full stop. I felt there is no need to go anywhere. Srila Prabhupada's books is sufficient. Because very simple thing is a devotee. Whatever he's saying, it's aligned with the Lord's words. Just, it is as it is. He's saying, Krishna is saying this, please surrender unto him. That is it. It's so simple. So, because if he is not a devotee, definitely we cannot understand. If we are also not devotees, how can Krishna be the Supreme Lord? He is running away when he sees a stick in his mother's hand, Yashoda. Isn't it? And he says lies, he does so many things. We cannot believe him, or we cannot even accept that Lord is the Supreme Personality of God. It is Krishna. Only a devotee can realize this. Clear? Yes. Fools deride me when I descend in the human form. They do not know my transcendental nature as the Supreme Lord of all that be. No one can understand the transcendental nature of the Lord. Even devotees. Even Lord Brahma was not able to understand, Even he committed mistake. Even Lord Indra, the god of heaven, even he committed mistake. That's the pastime of Govardhan Leela. So in that way, what to speak of, we like ordinary people, are we able to understand? Sometimes we say, no, we can understand. When we surrender to the spiritual master and we have faith and practice devotional service sincerely and dedicated, Krishna will reveal us. Clear? Okay, now, rejecting Krishna, what happens? Moga karmano, moga jnana vichetasah, Rakshasim Ashrim Shaiva Prakritim Mohinim Shritaha. Those who are thus bewildered or attracted by demonic and atheistic views. People like us, we are very much attracted towards the material things. Very much attracted to a big house, big car, big that, this, eat that, sleep that, many things. That resort is good, this resort is good. We have to go there, we have to come here. So many things, all demonic natures. And many rich people will think, I accumulated so much. Now I accumulate more, I'll become the king. I'll be more powerful than the other. This is what is happening in the whole world. Not in individual, even the nationwide, it is happening the same thing. Even the nations are competing, even the individuals are competing. So how much is possible, so much I should gather, I should accumulate. Everything belongs to Krishna. How foolish is it? No? Something where I cannot even have eternally with me, I'm just fighting for it. And one day when death comes, I should give up everything. But we are fighting till then. This is mine, that is mine. Nowadays, what it has become more. We even quarrel with brothers. We quarrel with parents. Why? This house belongs to me, this. In those days, no? They were naturally Krishna consciousness. They were not fighting for them. In one house, 40 members, 50 members used to live. There's one father, grandfather, he is having 10 children. And that 10 children are each having 5, 6 children. All are in one house. They least bothered, this house is mine, this land is mine. No, they had not had that kind of concept. Instead, they used to think, he's my father, he's my grandfather. I should serve him, I should serve him. And he's my brother, whatever he says, I should accept. I should be something like Lakshmana, like Bharat Maharaj, accepting all the words of Lord Ramachandra. I should be a brother like him in this way. But nowadays, I am the center point. No, Lord, just take out Lord every day. I'll be sitting in my center. Where can I have peace? Clear? Yes. In that deluded condition, their hopes for liberation, their fruitive activities, and their culture of knowledge are all defeated. Having such kind of a mentality, such kind of consciousness, attitude, if you are even doing some pujas, some yajnas, something on, some vratas, it is all a waste. That is what Lord is saying here. Deluded condition, their hopes for liberation, something they are practicing, that is all of waste. It has been defeated because their knowledge has been contaminated. They are envious of Lord. They need the energy of the Lord, but not the Lord. They don't want to surrender to the Lord. So whatever they do, it's only a defeat, only a loss to them. Clear? Yes. I hope you're all understanding. Yeah. Now, Krishna says the difference between a non-devotee and a devotee. Who's a Mahatma? Mahatmanastu mam pata daivim prakritim ashrutha bhajanti ananya manaso gnatva bhutadim avyayam. Mahatma is a person who is completely surrendered to the Lord, and Krishna personally takes care of him. I said, no? Daivim prakritim ashritaha, not the ordinary prakriti. Daivim prakritim ashritaha is under the transcendental nature. See, O son of Pritha, those who are not deluded, the great souls are under the protection of the divine nature. As I was saying, Lord is having two energies. He's having millions of energies. Whereas two energies, we are trying to understand that. That is internal potency and external potency. And external potency, that is material nature, is being, we are controlled by the material nature. But devotees, internal potency, she will control us. It is said as Yoga Maya. For others, it is Mahamaya. You have to come to the next level somewhere to understand more in depth in this. Okay, they are fully engaged in devotional service because they know me as the Supreme Personality of God or original inexhaustible. They're able to realize that I am the Supreme Lord, so they surrender unto me. The same way even I take care of them. That's what Krishna says in 7th chapter. Bahunam janmanamante jnanavan mam prapatyate vasudeva sarvamiti sa mahatma sudurlabha. Just acquiring this knowledge, life after life, life after life. What is that knowledge? Reading Bhagavad-Gita? No way. Engaging in the service, the loving service to the Lord, loving service to all the living entities, Because Vidya Vinaya Sampane Brahmini Gavyastuni Shunishaiva Shapaki Chapandita Samadashtina. You're able to see Lord within each and every particle, every living entity. You are serving everyone lovingly. Krishna is pleased by your attitude and your service. He starts revealing more and more. Then you become a Mahatma. It's very simple. Clear? Then you are under the direction of the Lord direct, or you have been protected under the divine nature. Now, how do they be? That's what here Krishna says. How to recognize them? Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha drudavrataha namasyantascha mam bhaktya nityayukta upasate. Always chanting my glories, endeavoring with great determination, bowing down before me. These great souls perpetually worship me with devotion. This is how is their life. 24/7 they engage in my service. Don't think that you have to give up your work, your business, everything, go and stand on the street seeing this picture. No. This is a person, they're great, they are Mahatmas, real Mahatmas, given up everything in their car. No need to do it that way. You can engage in our family day-to-day work and engage in the Lord's service. Whatever I'm doing, it's for the Lord's pleasure. That is it. You can do everything and anything. Because whatever you're doing, your attitude, your consciousness is only to please the Lord. This is how a Mahatma develops himself. This is clear? Yes. Activities of a Mahatma. Kirtayanta, always chanting. Now I requested everyone to chant. Your day starts with chanting. You wake up to chant. That's it. The day is for Krishna. And whatever you prepare is only to offer to the Lord. You don't have any personal desires. Whatever I prepare, it should only be to offer to the Lord. The pure consciousness you are developing. You will be a Mahatma. Okay? Yes. Drudavrataha with a fixed vow. Not that today I do, tomorrow I give up, tomorrow I'll do, day after tomorrow I'll give up. No, it should be Druda Vrata. Then Namasyanta, offering obeisances, and Nitya Yukta, as I said, it should be constantly doing it. Yeah? Yes. Now, other types of worshippers, even after doing so many things, other kinds of worshippers, how are they? The indirect worshippers, they're not direct, indirectly worshipping. And Krishna says here, he who worships himself as one with the Supreme Lord. Many know, we call them as Maimaris. Recognizing themselves a Lord. Even you all have such kind of philosophy. I am a spirit soul, I am a light. And the Lord is the supreme light. And this light goes and merges into that light. You've heard this? Most of us have heard such kind of. So I am also the Lord. I am also the Lord. Now I am an ignorant. Now once I come with this knowledge, then I'll go back to God and I'll become one with Him. Merge into Him. And there are other different people like he who concocts some form of the Supreme Lord and worships Him. He creates himself some form without authorized or authentic scriptural guidance. He himself does something, many such kind of things. So he worships according to his knowledge. And then he who accepts the universal form, the Vishwarupa of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and worships that. He worships the universal form. And some you can see even they worship the nature. Yes, here nothing is wrong. See, worshipping Devathas, nothing wrong. I say even to worship parents. And next verse I'll speak about that. So you should understand with knowledge who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is Devata, how I should worship. And these people are indirectly worshipping. Buhuda Vishwato Mukha in universal form. Because of their ignorance. You can see many Agoris, many Babajis doing their own kind of worshipping, like what to do. Krishna here says the result of such kind of things. Yanti deva vrata devan pitru yanti pitru vrata bhutani yanti bhutejya yanti madhyajinopi mam. Those who worship the demigods will take birth among the demigods. Worship the Devathas. Yes, their birth is based on that. They take a birth among the Devathas. This is not now. Ultimately, when they are completely dedicated to Ganesha, they'll enter the loka of Ganesha. When they are to some Devi, Devata somewhere they are worshipping, they'll enter that planet and they'll live with them. Okay, then those who worship the ancestors, go to the ancestors, who worship their parents, who worship their ancestors. Somebody you should see, they'll have, after their father and mother is been expired, they'll have a big photo in their house, daily garland and doing some pujas. But till then they were alive, no? It was not even feeding them well. You can see such kind of people. There is no use in that. And when they are with us, lovingly serve them. Actually, no? Every day we should take blessings of parents by touching their feet. We should do, and we should teach our children also the same. Many of our miseries will be vanished. Many negativity will be vanished just by worshipping parents. Just touching their feet every day and taking their blessings. This is truth. Not to speak of the Supreme Lord. Then that means don't think that I should worship my parents. Yes, worship. Never I'll say not to worship them, not to have a photo, not to. And I do everything, but you should have a good understanding. Your knowledge should be perfect. They are great personalities who have helped me to serve the Lord. I'm showing my gratitude because it is they who are given this body. Then what to speak of the Lord who has given everything, who has given in that parents also to me? Then how gratitude I should show to the Lord and how should I worship Him? Just imagine. The sun, the moon, the wind, everything is being provided by the Lord. The fruit, the air or the flower, whatever I'm utilizing, the grains, eating, see, everything has been provided by the Lord. How much gratitude I should show to the Lord? Here, Krishna is saying there are different levels of worshippers like here. Then those who worship ghosts and spirits will take birth among such beings. Have you seen they'll do some Shudra pujas, going in the night and doing in the graveyard, some pujas, they should, black magic, all those things. If you are doing certain things, definitely our next birth will be among ghosts and spirits. It's not me, it is Krishna who is saying this. And those who worship me will live with me. Yesterday also, we were saying all the Vedantists, all the Rishis were explaining this great abode. Krishna says that abode is mine. Now he's saying, whoever is my devotee, worships me, he will come to. Others, whomever they are worshipping, they'll go to that. Clear? Yes. Now, different path, different destination, criteria, motive. The motive, what is the motive? When he was worshipping Krishna and the Devathas, when he is worshipping Devathas, it is material desire. We already discussed in 7th chapter. Somebody is having material desires, definitely he'll go to some Devathas. But a person who wants mukti, who wants to love and servitude, who comes to his constitutional position, I am Jivera Sarupa Hoy Krishna Nityadas, realizes, then he'll go to Krishna. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, isn't it? Who is willing to have this moksha will go to Krishna. Who is having to willing this Artha, Dharma or Kama, desires and our financials is this thing, Artika, that is Artha. So this person all will go to the Devathas. This is lifetime, many lifetimes it takes. Our calculation only now, this lifetime, what is happening? You have to get elevated to the next level. Then you realize that I'm a spirit soul. It takes many lifetimes. In this lifetimes, I should keep on progressing. This way, just going as a racket. Going top, finally you'll go to the spiritual world. Our consciousness should always get purified. Clear then? What do they grant? Now, Devatas, what do they grant? What you want. What you ask for, they will give you. But Krishna will give whatever you ask. No way. What is good for us? What is good for you, he gives. A small example here. Like a parent and like a shopkeeper. For example, one boy with 100 rupees, he goes to a shop and he gives to the shopkeeper and he says, give me 100 chocolates. One chocolate is 1 rupee. Give 100 chocolates. What will the shopkeeper will do? Yes, because you are given 100 rupees, take this 100 chocolates. It is something like Devatas. Then what is Lord Krishna is doing? For example, the same shopkeeper is the child's father. What will he do? Eating 100 chocolates in one day. Your health will get spoiled. your teeth gets this thing. So you shouldn't eat. He'll give 2 chocolates. Every day come, I'll give 2 chocolates. Understood? He's taking care of his health, his future. But shopkeeper is least bothered. He gives same thing, the difference here. If I ask anything for example, a drunkard is praying to a devata, is asking, my dear Lord, please give me 1 lakh rupee. What the Lord will say, you're doing this puja, you're doing this vrata, everything. Okay, take this 1 lakh. What will happen? He will drink for 1 lakh rupee and he will die. But Krishna will never give. Even he asks for 100 times, my dear Lord, I'm praying to you, I'm doing this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, give me 1 lakh. Lord will not give him. Why? He knows that by giving this 1 lakh, he will be contaminated. He will spoil himself. So what is good for us, Krishna gives. He takes care of us very lovingly. Clear? Only thing, we should have patience and we should have this knowledge to understand why Lord is giving problems to us. Why is this happening in my life? For my progress, as that worm story, to come out of the egg to hatch. It took such kind of a struggle so that it can easily fly. We also don't think in that way. That you can see many complaints, there is no Lord. Where is the Lord? I'm suffering like this. Ray, I do puja every day, but still I'm suffering. Many say such kind of complaints because they are fools. They cannot understand. Lord is helping them with the problems. When we have problems, it is good for us. So it takes, saying is easy. You are all hearing it. When it comes in life, digest that and realize and take to life. It is difficult, I know that. But that is practice. That's what Krishna says. Abhyasena tu kaunteya. Practice. Clear? And the blessings, and this is eternal and this is temporary. It is said as Shreya and Prayas. Prayas, immediate results. Shreyas, eternal results. Krishna gives whatever Krishna gives, it is eternal. And Krishna gives prosperity and wealth. Millions of lifetimes, I will be in prosperity and a rich person. Not like Devathas providing something. He knows what is good for me. He just provides the same. Yeah, it becomes eternal. Not for 1 lifetime or not based on the body. Clear? Next, let us go to the next topic. Like Krishna and Devathas. You can see here. This chat makes you more clear. You can take a screenshot if possible. When there is a company, there are so many departments like sales head, finance, purchase, marketing, R&D, accounts, like this. The same thing, yeah, whole universe is running. Many will say 33 crore Devathas, 33 crore Devathas. No, it is 33 varieties, this, without any knowledge. Nowadays, the YouTube channel is running like anything. There's no 33 crore Devathas, only there are 33 varieties of Lord, something like that. Yes, 33 varieties also, and 33 crore Devathas also. The whole universe should run. A small country, India, needs so many chief ministers, so many MPs, so many MLAs. Why is that required? Then what to speak of the whole universe? Even 33 crore Devathas is less, Isn't it? You can see here, electricity, sun, construction, Brahma, power, Agni, water, Varuna, defense, Kartikeya, home, Durga Devi, wind, Vayu, education, Saraswati. Each taking each department. You have many Devathas, but only one Supreme Lord is Krishna. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the head of all. Ishvara Parama Krishna, Satchidananda Vigraha, Anadir Adir Govinda, Sarva Karana Karanam is the cause of all causes. Anything is happening through any Devata, anything, it's only Krishna. Clear? Now the real part comes here. That's now Krishna is saying that the reciprocation with Mahatmas, Ananyashchintayan tamam yajana paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. But those who always worship me with exclusive devotion, meditating on my transcendental form, to them I carry what they love and I pursue what they have. Personally, Krishna takes care of that devotees. He gives whatever they are lacking and he protects whatever they are having. You saw Bali Maharaj's story. He is standing as a doorkeeper. He is protecting his devotee. He has given everything. Whatever is not, he lost everything. by sacrificing to the Lord, isn't it? Gave a Sutala planet to him, which is millions times more opulent than heaven. He gave that, and he's standing as a gatekeeper protecting him also. That is what this verse speaks about. Even Acharyas had doubt. Yogaksham, Vaham, personally, why the Lord will do. Arjuna Acharya once scratched this one. Then Krishna Balaram, they themselves came and served him. It's a big story, no time to say such stories. But it is Krishna reciprocating with the Mahatmas, that is pure devotees, who are engaging in the service of the Lord. He personally takes care. Yeah. Now, glories of devotional service. Krishna says here, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti upravritam ashnami prayatatmanaha. One offers me with love and devotion, a leaf, a flower, a fruit of water, I will accept it. Bhakti is very simple. As I said in the 3rd chapter, now I'm requesting everyone to offer milk and water, fruit, but in the 9th chapter, I'll ask you to offer all the thing that you are cooking. There's a process for that. But on the 3rd day, I don't know how much qualification you had to do that. But now, after so many days, you're chanting, you are started offering milk and fruit, you are elevated your consciousness. Sincerely, if you are doing, definitely you, by now, I think you should have been qualified to offer everything to the Lord. Here, so how to offer to the Lord? There's a process, and you can see here how. Have you seen this plate? There's nothing, there's not only fruit and milk here. It's everything in this plate. There's chapati, there's puri, there is some sabji, there is palya, there is rice, and there's bhaji, there is sweet, sambar, chutney, juice, everything in this plate. And this plate is exclusively to the Lord. Nobody can touch this plate or eat or do anything juta. Like the spoon, the glass, the plate, everything is the Lord. From today, you should and must do, I say. Beyond that, it is your independence. You can do whatever you wish. But to my instructions, I say you should and must do. Purchase a new plate. Let it be small or big, whatever. It's only to the Lord, a glass and 2 cups or something. From today, you start offering to the Lord at least one item. Vegetarian it should be, and it should be sattvic item. How can it be sattvic? Don't use onion and garlic. Is it wrong? It is not good to the health. In Ayurvedic, we use it. It's good to health, but not to the Lord, because it contaminates us. It is with Rajoguna and Tamoguna. It is in the mode of passion and ignorance. So I cannot progress in spiritual by eating onion, garlic. So we don't offer to the Lord. To the Lord, only sattvic items to be offered. Clear? And keep a separate, clean plate for Naivedya, as I said. Then chant mantra with bell ringing. So ring the bell and chant the mantra. And please do keep tulsi on each and every item. And a person who is cooking should chant before cooking. And only a devotee's prasad can transform to prasadam. Only Lord will accept from a devotee, not from a non-devotee. If you're not chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, he will never accept from you. You should chant as soon as you get up, clean yourself, taking bath, chant, and then offer. Here, what mantra to be chanted? Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale. This is Prabhupada's Pranama mantra. Chant for 3 times. Why? I'm not qualified to offer to the Lord. You're offering to parampara. You are offering to the spiritual master. That's it. And what he does, he gives to his spiritual master. What he does, he gives to his spiritual master. In this way, it goes through parampara to the Supreme Lord Krishna. Okay? Then chant Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prem Pradayate Krishna Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratishay Namo Namah. This will be posted in your group. So you can just read this. For the time you can keep on reading so that you'll come to know. Offering. This all should be chanted by ringing the bell. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Pranam Mantra. Then Krishna's Pranam Mantra, Govinda Pranam Mantra. Mo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Itaya Jagaditaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namah. Chant for 3 times. Then Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya and Hare Krishna Maha. This is how you should offer to the Lord. This is a process. Please do start from today. One item. You do something, whichever you can. You start with a sweet. Cook kesri bath or any sweet like payasam, whatever possible, and start offering to the Lord with tulsi and some ghee. Right? You offer to the Lord by this mantra, and the whole family will take this as prasad. And actually, we, the devotees, we are not devotees, we are still practitioners only. We don't take anything which is not offered to the Lord. Even during our travel, we don't eat in hotels, we don't go anywhere. And we have this world tour also. Whole India, whole world, we go a tour. And there are devotees all over the world. And Krishna arranges for prasadam. The only thing we have to realize that wherever I go, we plan for prasadam. Sometimes there is no prasadam. Somewhere we get a devotee, somewhere he comes, then he gives prasadam, he arranges for us. Krishna takes care. You can see that personally. And it is said, see, patram pushpam palam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati. Just a leaf, tulsi leaf is sufficient. Krishna never asks us to give a very big, elaborate thing. But he needs bhakti. He takes only the bhakti in that. It should be with devotion and love. A small pastime to know this. Once, what happened? Krishna has come to Hastinapur as the messenger of Pandavas, and Duryodhana is having a plan to trap Krishna. How was that? He's having some 1,008 items, something he has prepared, so that he has to feed him, take him very gorgeously, so that later part, whatever Duryodhana says, he should listen. In that way, he is planning, and Krishna is coming. As soon as Krishna is coming, he welcomes. My dear Lord, please come to, I have a great arrangement for you. And Krishna says, no, I cannot come. Because I am a messenger. I cannot stay in your house. And as soon as hearing this, he is bewildered. Now, what to do? He says his brothers, you all can invite. And next, Dushasana is saying, my dear Lord, come to my house. And Lord is going on the street. Which house to go? He says, come to my house. Then Karna says, come to my house. Everyone are requesting him to come. Finally, Vidura is standing. Vidura says, my dear Lord, please come to your house. You heard this? Everyone is saying, come to my house, come to my house. As I gave the example of this mobile. Come to my house, my house. But Vidura is standing there. My dear Lord, please come to your house. It is your house. Please, you come to it. Then Krishna goes to Vidura's house. There, what he feeds? He not even imagine that Krishna is coming to his house. Then finally, husband and wife, they started serving him. And what is happening? His wife is serving him. She's absorbed in that love. She peels this banana, takes that banana, she throws the banana, takes the peel of that, used to Lord with lovingly. And Krishna is taking and eating that. And little far distance, Vidura is seeing this. She in a very angry mood is coming to his wife. You fool, what are you doing? You're throwing the fruit and giving the peel to the Lord. Krishna says, stop, don't interrupt. I'm tasting such a sweet thing that from my mother. Why are you disturbing me? Don't interrupt. What is Lord eating here? The love that we are giving to him. He doesn't need our sweet kesribat, this palav or jamun. No way. Everything it is his. We are giving him. But only thing what we are adding here is there is the love. Okay? Please do start from today. Now let us go further. So in this way, after offering, what should you do? After Boga, close the altar for 15 minutes. And meanwhile, you can chant 2 rounds of Hare Krishna Maha. That is requesting to the Lord, please accept. An insignificant soul has been something trying to offer to you. Please do accept. Request the Lord. 2 malas of japa you can do, or 1 mala. It's up to you. But not more than 15 minutes. 15 minutes is maximum. Not more than you keep there. You keep for half an hour, 1 hour, and then you take. No, not like that. There's other thing also offering. I'll say in coming days. You keep a fruit for the time pass for the Lord. Whenever he's hungry, he can eat that banana fruit. Now, how should you offer? You should completely open. How you take? In the same way, plate you should offer to the Lord and keep for 15 minutes. Then take prasadam out and distribute among your family. You can see here this family. Whole family is sitting there honoring the prasadam. In this way, you have to. Yeah. Yes. Now, Nishkama Karma Yoga, in essence, work is needed even for bodily maintenance. Religious duties, do it only for Krishna. See, you have to go for our work, our business, whatever is it. You have to do it. do for the pleasure of the Lord. Consciousness should be purified, not the activity. Activity will be the same. You cannot make any difference between a devotee and a non-devotee. Both are doing the same thing. He is also eating, he is also eating, he is going for work, this fellow also is going to work. Everyone are doing the same thing. Only thing, the consciousness. That is that many times offend the spiritual masters. What is that? He is also eating, he is also same like me only. Why should I respect him? Why should I think that he is a representative of the Lord? Because his consciousness is pure. He is doing activities based on the instructions of the Lord. So he is representative. Clear? Yes. So eat only prasadam. This is a vow you should take, not day one. It's not possible. You should practice in such way. First, you start with one item. Then the next one full meal has to be offered. Then 2 times a day I should offer. Then 3 times. Then finally you'll come to a state, whatever I eat, it should be offered. If not, I'm not going to eat. That is the devotee's consciousness. Okay, then charity, utilize for furthering Krishna consciousness. So whatever the charity you are giving, it should be utilized in Krishna service. So at least for preaching, giving Krishna to others, it should be in that way. Sometimes when charity comes, I'll say about that things also. Then austerity, meditate on Krishna by chanting on beads. Now, freedom. How do you increase freedom? I hope you all know this. We have discussed previously. Freedom that comes by connecting our activities with the Lord, also called regulative principles of freedom. This is how freedom increases. See this picture, you'll understand better. Do you see the rope? No. Why do you think rope is necessary? What happens if it gets cut? Actually, the kite thinks, why I'm binded by this rope, by this thread? He's holding me, not allowing me to fly high. The kite usually thinks this. Actually, I'm binded. But once the thread is cut, what happens? It thinks to fly high. Somewhere it gets stuck on the mountain or the tree or house somewhere, and its life is just torn. And now, where is our independence? If we keep our independence in the hands of spiritual master or in the hands of Krishna, we'll be flying high in the sky. If we keep our independence in our hand, we will lose our life, thinking to do many things as the kite is stuck with some trees or anything without the persons holding it. The same way. I hope you understand how our independence increases. How can we constantly fly? How can we constantly progress? Keeping our independence in the hands of spiritual master and Krishna. Clear? And how to do this? You need a spiritual master for personal guidance. Is the Lord partial? Partial to devotees and non-devotees? No. Samoham sarva bhuteshu nadveshu sthina priya ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya mai tetesh chapyam. Krishna is saying, I'm equal to all. I'm not envious. You can see this. He's saying to that child, you have a small teddy bear. You give that to me. He says, no, I cannot give. If she says, Krishna is having a bigger teddy bear behind. Give to her. She says, my hands are not empty. I cannot give. I love this. So you cannot take the higher one. He says to give us some normal things in our life. You offer before eating. No. I don't have much time. I'm going to office. I should be in a hurry. I'll eat and go like that only. That's your karma, you go. You're eating only the same. And at 10 minutes, you don't have time for the Lord. What will you do? You offer all the karmic sinful things has been removed. It's purified. It is like divine prasadam is given back to you. It's a big teddy bear comes to you by giving a small teddy bear. Small example for you. Is equal. And devotees surrender to him. Non-devotees says he, Ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya mai te teshu chapyam. I envy no one, nor am I partial to anyone. I am equal to all. But whoever renders service unto me in devotion is a friend, is in me, and I am also a friend to him. Simple. As simple as that. For example, a king. For a king, all the citizens are his children. He takes care of everyone in the same way. But his property goes to his son, not to the whole citizen. Why? Because they're personally serving him. He's equal to all. He provides everyone. Rule is rule to everyone. But he takes something personal thing. The same thing. The Lord is given to everyone equally. But to his devotees, because they are surrendering into him, he personally takes care of them. That's it. Clear now. Even if now, see how he reciprocates to the devotees. Api chetsu duracharo bhajate mam ananya bhak sadhu reva samantavya samyak vyavasito hi saha. Even if one commits the most abominable action, if he is engaged in devotional service, he is to be considered saintly because he is properly situated in his determination. He's saying, he is just warning us. If my devotees, by mistake, if they commit some mistake, even then you should consider him as a saintly person because he is in devotional service. This one verse we can interpret to many kind of ways, especially this Brahmanas, take this Jati Brahmanas, not real devotee, not real Brahmana, who want to be a pretender as a Brahmana, no? They take this. They say, see, Lord is saying, you have to consider them as a saintly person because he's a devotee. I am a devotee. Never a devotee claims that I am a devotee. Brahmana says, I am a devotee because he wants to pretend as a devotee. And he says, so anything I can do, you should consider me as saintly. In this way, many things changed as scriptures. That was a degradation. But Krishna is saying, it is that the devotee should, ordinary person should consider him as a devotee, not himself considering. Clear? Many times it is a little difficult to understand. Yes, but it is truth. What Krishna is saying, absolutely. But Krishna is giving a different position to his devotees. And then finally he says this, Shipram bhavati dharma atma shashvachantim nigacchati kaunte pratijani me bhakta pranashyati. Oh Arjuna, declare to the whole world that my devotees will never ever, they will perish. Why? By saying to Arjuna, he quickly becomes righteous and attains lasting peace. Because I'm personally taking care, no? So, O son of Kunti, declare it boldly that my devotees never perish. You declare it. Then Arjuna says, you are saying all Bhagavad-Gita, then why should I declare? Then Krishna says, sometimes I'll break my words. Even Mahabharata, you can see, he broke his word. He said that I'll never take any weapon. When Bhishmadev was throwing arrows, it was striking to even Krishna. He was so happily feeling it because Bhishma is a great devotee of Lord. He's Mahajan. Among 12 Mahajans, he's one among them. So he was so lovingly taking. That is called as Virya Rasa. We cannot understand. We'll never understand till then we don't become devotees. We offer flowers to the Lord. Somebody is hitting in the arrow and it is piercing his body and blood is coming. How can that be with love? Isn't it? But actually it is a Virya Rasa. So Krishna, as we offer the flowers, how pleasing it will be. The same way is pleased by the arrows of Bhishmadev. Now he's very happy. But one arrow comes and hits Arjuna. It becomes very wild. At once he'll get on from the chariot, he'll take a wheel and he'll just go with this big pastime. I'm cutting short because there is no time. Because Bhishma had taken a vow that I'm going to kill all the Pandavas. Then Krishna will plan, he'll send Arjuna and he'll take that 5 arrows back. Then Bhishma will think, you have broken my vow. I'll see you also had a vow, no? How well you'll keep up that, let me see. Now he's very ferociously is fighting here in this battle. And Krishna is very happy to give up his word for his devotee's pleasure. For his devotee's pleasure, he is willing to give up his vow also. That is the position of Lord. Then he finally comes and Bhishma is very happy. He comes and he stands on his knees, opening his hand. He says, my dear Lord, I was waiting for this. Please come. Please kill me. I can give my life to your lotus feet. This is what I was waiting for. Meanwhile, Arjuna will come catch hold of lotus feet of Krishna. No, Krishna, please. You have taken a vow that you're not going to lift any weapon. So I'll fight. You please come back. He'll request. It's a big story. So Krishna now is saying to Arjuna, Arjuna, you declare because I'll break my word anyhow. You declare when my devotees give a word, never ever I'll give up. So even by mistake, that's why many times, in those days, nowadays, nobody like that. In those days, if they see a devotee, they'll take the blessings. They'll fall to their feet. By mistake also, if they say something from their mouth, they give some boon, Krishna will fulfill that. So this is a pastime. Time is going on, but what to do? I want to say this. So once what happened, there was a family, and Narada Muni is going to all the places. He came there. So they invited Narada Muni and they requested, "My dear Lord, please help us. We don't have kids. We don't have children for many years." Then the Lord will say, then Narada Muni will say, "I'll go to the Lord. I'll take the blessing of the Lord and we'll go to the Lord. We'll say, this couples don't have kids, don't have children." The Lord will say, "No karma in them. But not this lifetime, for next 3 lifetimes, they don't have any children." Now Narada Muni is thinking how to go. Out, he can go and say that you will not have children. He did not go for many years that side. After that, one day he went in the same route. Then he met him. And he had 2 kids. 2 boy children here. Narada Muni is seeing this. Then he asked, "Whose children is this?" This person says, "My children." Lord said no children. There's no yoga for him, no karma for him to have kids. Who? Your children is whose? Your brothers. This person is, "No, it's my children. Me and my wife's children. My children it is." Once he'll go back to the Lord. "Lord, what is this? You said no children for him. Now he's having 2 children." And he says, "What to do? My devotees are overpowering me." So once his devotee was begging. So he was in very hungry, I think he had. So yes, "I'll ask whatever the boon you need, I'll give you. Give something for me." So this person went with 2 chapatis. He gave, and he was so pleased with this. He said, he actually was saying, 1 chapati, 1 son, 2 chapati, 2 son. This person gave 2 chapati. He blessed him. "This lifetime you will have 2 children, 2 sons you will have." Krishna says, what to do? He has given the blessings. So I am committed now. I have to give him the child now. So I have given him. This way, even there is no karma in our this thing. Sometimes the devotees bless us. No? Krishna will fulfill. Krishna will not give. He'll say, "You don't have any karma to take this." But devotees, unwanted, they'll bless them. So Krishna, what to do? Because devotee has given a word, he will take care. This is how serving devotees are more beneficial and more greater than serving the Lord. That's why some known devotees will serve the devotees more better. Okay. Now Krishna finally says, "Manmana bhavamad bhaktamad vyajimam namaskuru mam evaishyasi kaunteya atmanam parayanaha." Engage your mind always in thinking of me, become my devotee, offer obeisances to me, and worship me. These are the instructions he's giving us through Arjuna. Being completely absorbed in me, surely you will come to me because I'm there to personally take care, to surrender it. You chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you offer prasadam to me, Boga. Very much pleased. Definitely I'll take you back to Godhead. Take back to my abode. He's promising that. Only thing we have to practice. We have to practice devotional service. Okay. So this is what is today's chapter for you. I don't know how much have you all realized. And I've cut short. So many topics were cut short. Okay, somewhere I took extra time also, but I'm a little satisfied. I've given something where you can realize. And today's knowledge, first thing, don't be envious on Lord. That is the first thing. Then faith. Anyhow, we have faith, so we are sitting here. The person who don't have faith will not sit here. You have faith. Now you come to the next level. Don't be envious. An inconceivable relationship. So you can see the relationship. You can see each and every item, every matter, every living entity. Krishna. Here, in non-worship, fools, they don't accept Krishna. And many others, they take many varieties of worship. Mahatmas directly worship Krishna in glories of bhakti. Bhakti is simple and it gives freedom. As much as we surrender, as much as we give our freedom in the hands of Guru and Krishna, we increase our freedom. Yeah, then activities of sadhu. What is for tomorrow? Tomorrow is another important chapter, 10th chapter, Vibhuti Yoga. Krishna says his potencies. You can see tomorrow. By this divine vision, he reveals us to see all those things. Now there's a quiz link. So I request each and everyone, even if you have missed out some quiz links, you can attend to it at once. can attend all the Gurus. Okay? Yes. Now let us chant once Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sahasranam punyanam Trir avrityatu yat palamekavrityatu Krishnasya namaikam tat prayachati. This is from Brahmanda Purana. What is it saying here? The pious results derived from chanting the 1,000 holy names of Vishnu 3 times. 3 Sahasranama. 1 Sahasranama is 1,000 names. 3 Sahasranamas can be attained by only 1 repetition of the holy name of Krishna. I always give the reference because it shouldn't become that I am saying something indifferent. No, I'm just speaking what has been said in the scriptures and what Srila Prabhupada book says. What Acharya's Guru Sadhu Shastra. It's simple. What I've heard from my spiritual master, the same thing has been said, and you can see the references also. Even in Vishnu Sahasranam also is there. So it is equivalent to Sahasranama chanting and 3 times of Lord Rama's names. Same way here, 1 name of Krishna is equivalent to 3,000 names of Lord Vishnu. Yeah. This is our Lakshmi Narasimhadev and that Giridhara is called HPR. Now, if anyone having any questions, you can raise your hands. Hare Krishna. Yes.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for wonderful explanations. No questions from yesterday's feedback.
Thank you. And any questions, you can raise your hand. Santosh Prabhu. Yes, Prabhuji. Actually, previous batch, it was only Santosh Prabhu. Always, every day he had 1 question. And this was, I was thinking, why Prabhu is not asking question? He was, only you come and should ask. So now he was also getting this thing. Nobody is asking, let me at least ask, I think. Yes, Prabhu, please, Prabhu. Please do.
Yeah. Prabhu, my query was, actually we discussed, Prabhu. It is said that one who is in devotional service of some devatas, so he goes into that loka.
Yes, yes.
Say one who is serving Ganapati, one who is serving Devi Durga, he will go into that loka. Prabhu, what will happen after annihilation of this total world? So they will still continue after the world is again created, or they go back to Krishna and again take a birth in this birth on earth?
No, see, this Devatas Loka is also within this universe. Who are Devatas? At this point, we should understand. They are also living entities like us.
Yes.
That is why we should read scriptures to understand. If you wanted to become Indra, you have to perform 100 Ashwamedha Yajna. If you're able to do 100 Ashwamedha Yajna, then you'll become Indra.
Yes.
And 100 lifetimes of performance of Varnashrama Dharma, you'll become Brahma. Here, so all the Devatas are living entities. They are in a higher planetary system because they are surrendering to the Lord. Their freedom is increased and they are given a position as Surya, Chandra, Vayu, Varuna, all the positions. It's all position, not living in names. So that has been given to you.
Yes.
Example, in a company, you're working as something like a clerk or a sweeper or something, you're doing it. And you're very sincerely working and you're intelligent enough. Your manager, your boss, he sees, yes, he'll give you a higher position. Isn't it? That is promotion. They give a promotion of, for example, you're an ordinary person as a clerk, then supervisor, then finally makes you a manager to a department. Is promoting you. The same thing here also. When you are becoming purifying our consciousness, we are serving more sincerely the Lord. When the faith has been increased, Krishna is having also faith on us. He gives us higher positions. Then, like this, the Devatas. Now, when you are worshipping the Devata, you enter the planet of Devata. But when there is annihilation, there are three kinds of annihilations. So that is ultimate is going and merging into the body of, one second, one second. Just show this. I think this will help you. Yes. This is Goloka chant. And this is our universe. I hope you all know this. What is happening here? Not able to imagine it. Okay. This is the universe. And all the Devata planets, all the Devatas, it's here. It's Satyaloka. It is Brahma. Brahma is here. And Swargaloka, Indra will be here. Not only Indra, all the Devi Devatas, all somewhere in this loka, is this platform only, everyone will be here. And one annihilation happens, till this Bore Loka, water has been filled. That is one annihilation. Then there is no problem for the Devatas or even people who are residing in Devaloka, somewhere in Swarga. But there's another annihilation where the whole universe has been entering the body of Lord Mahavishnu here. When he is breathing, inhale and exhale, when he inhales, all the universe is entering his body. When he exhales, all the universe are just emerging from his body, the pores of his body. Clear?
Yes.
In this annihilation, even if you take the shelter of Devata, you're lost. And how do you come next lifetime? Once again, you have to start your life. Here. Now, when you start serving Krishna, now, what is the difference? See here, you can see this line of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It is taking you to above this material world. And it takes you to Brahma Jyoti also. So this is how our realization goes. And where you get attracted, you stay back there. If you're getting attracted in Brahmananda, you stay back there. You're not, no, I need service of the Lord. You're very clear in your consciousness. And even then you'll enter all this Vaikuntha planets. These are the Vaikuntha planets. And the creation, 3/4 of our creation is spiritual world. That is Vaikuntha planets. 1/4 is this material world. And that material world also, there are innumerable universes, not only our universe. You can see here, this gold balls, like all our universes. Only in this picture, how much we are able to see, show only that much with there. But actually, there are innumerable universes. And that is what the creation. And 3/4 is this Vaikuntha Lokas. Here also there are many things. See, the form of Narsimha, Vamana, Varaha, Matsya, it's all eternal. And Krishna is eternal. Not that without, there is no presence of Devaki and Vasudeva, there is no existence of Krishna. Not like that. The same way, Narsimhadev, Vamanadev, all it's eternal. They enter this material world only for such particular pastime. Clear? And here also you are not satisfied to be here. Then you go to Ayodhya. Ayodhya above the Vaikuntha planets. And in Ayodhya also you are not satisfied. Then you'll go to the ultimately to the Goloka Vrindavana, where there is the presence of Krishna. This is the supreme abode that Krishna says. Just imagine, even going to Swarga, the heavenly planet itself is a challenging thing for us. Going to the spiritual world, Krishna, but it is simple. It's not like impossible. It is simple. If we be as simple as possible, we can go do that. Just coming to the real platform that I am the Nitya Das of Krishna. Jivera Surupoi Krishna Nitya Das. That's it. It's very clear. So sometimes our purification, we are very much contaminated. No? So it starts from low. I don't have any education, then I have to join. From there, I have to go with first standard, then second standard. I cannot jump. Oh, I know everything. I cannot jump to degree or whatever it is, graduation. The same way in spiritual also, we have to progress. See, definitely sometimes like Achamila, if we are fortunate enough, One lifetime is sufficient for us to go back to Godhead. You're not fortunate, definitely many lifetimes we have to take. If you are in slow practitioners, we have to take many lifetimes. If you are very serious, very dedicated, Krishna reciprocates. As much as we surrender unto him, so much he reciprocates to us. Clear?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Prabhu. Thanks a lot. Actually, Prabhu, there's one more reason I asked this question. I found this group very silent. Not many people are asking the questions. So that's why I thought this should act as a motivation for them.
It is the nature, Prabhu. One have their own nature. Not that they are attentive or not hearing. Like they are. Some it depends, Prabhu. It depends. Some they cannot come out. They cannot speak. Sometimes they think their English is not good. How could I ask this question? What will they think about me in this way? So last time also he had an announcement. You can ask in your own language. Telugu, Tamil, Kannada, Hindi, whatever language you want to ask, you can ask the questions. We said, even then they're not coming out. Fine, at least they're hearing. I did not see the reports. I should see how many are praying, chanting. If that is not done, then it's of no use. And many, they don't even report. They chant, but they don't report. Different natures, different things they have in different. But
around 15 devotees are chanting and around 10 devotees are offering.
Okay. But I request everyone to do it. Not 15 and 10, everyone to do this. But you should report also. By reporting what happens, even I'll be a little bit happy seeing that, okay, somewhere it's useful, giving my time, and we are all working here. So many devotees work here, You get the message, your quiz links, and so many things is happening. It's only me who is sitting here and talking. Others are all doing background work. So your calling services, many have called you also. Yes. So they are giving their precious time in your service. So somewhere if you report that, everyone will be happy. Oh, there's some result here. Okay, some at least one soul we are able to make them to come back to the Krishna consciousness. In that way, some satisfaction happens. So I request everyone to report. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Prabhu. Yes, Santosh Prabhu, you are about to say something?
Yeah, no, but nothing, Prabhu. Thanks a lot, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, thank you to all. So I thank each and every devotee who have participated in today's session. So let us chant once Hare Krishna Mahamantra and wind up. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you. So now I'll give the option to unmute yourselves. You can unmute and say once Hare Krishna and leave the meeting.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Vidya Mata, Hare Krishna, Manjunath Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Santosh Prabhu,
Hare Krishna,
Jai Goda Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Bhavani, Hare Krishna, Ramesh Prabhu, Kavita Mataji, Hare Krishna, Mamta Mataji, Hare Krishna, Satish Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Hema Mataji, Hare Krishna, Kirti Raj, Hare Krishna. Yes, Dandavat.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Ramila Mataji, Hare Krishna. Okay, thank you to all. Hare Krishna to all. Sharda Mataji, Hare Krishna. Kishan Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Atul Chand Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Chandrasekhar Prabhu. You can.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Giridhara Prabhu, Hare Krishna to all. Thank you all for joining the session. We'll continue at chapter 10.